Have you ever felt hurt because of someone's words? Maybe someone spoke harshly, maybe they ignored you, or maybe a small comment ruined your whole day. But here is a secret most people never learn. No one can disturb your peace unless you hand it to them. There once lived a man who reacted to everything, every insult, every mistake, every opinion. But one unexpected meeting showed him a truth that changed his life forever. This is his journey, and maybe without knowing, it's yours too. In a quiet village, wrapped between soft green hills, lived a man named Imran. People knew him, but not for kindness. They knew him for his temper. If his tea was too hot, he shouted. If someone walked too slow, he cursed. If a dog barked outside, he yelled at the sky itself. To him, the world was noisy, irritating, disrespectful, and he was sure everyone else was the problem, never him. His wife, Sarah, often told him gently, "Imran, why do you let every small thing disturb your peace?" But he always replied with anger in his voice, "Because people don't understand me. If they behaved properly, I wouldn't get angry." He never realized he was handing his peace to everyone around him. One morning, while working in his field, a small boy accidentally snapped his wooden tool. Imran's rage exploded like a storm. He shouted so loudly that even the birds panicked and flew away. The boy ran home crying. That evening, silence felt heavier than noise. Imran sat alone and whispered into the emptiness, "Why do I always feel worse after shouting?" For the first time in years, he questioned himself. He couldn't sleep that night. So before sunrise, he walked toward the village well where a wise monk had recently arrived. The monk sat peacefully under a banyan tree, listening to morning birds. His presence felt like early sunlight, calm, warm, gentle. Imran stood before him and said,
"Teacher, I'm tired. People make me angry. I cannot control myself." The monk opened his eyes slowly and smiled. "Sit with me, my friend. Let's understand your storm." The monk lifted a bowl of still water. "This water is calm now," he said. "But watch." He shook it gently. The reflection disappeared. When your mind is shaken by insults, by noise, by opinions, you cannot see yourself clearly. A disturbed mind loses wisdom. Imran nodded, staring at the trembling water. "Teacher, what should I do when someone provokes me?" The monk smiled softly. "You don't have to stay silent. Just learn to respond, not react. When someone throws dirt, you can step aside. You don't have to catch it." For the first time, Imran felt something inside him soften. The next morning, the monk asked Imran to bring a pot of water and sand. "Now boil the water," he instructed. Soon, the pot bubbled violently. "Can you touch it?" the monk asked. "No, it's too hot," Imran said. "That is your anger. When emotions boil, peace burns." The monk then dropped a spoonful of sand into it. The water turned dirty. "That is your mind when you react." He poured the water into another bowl and waited. Slowly, the sand settled. The water became clear again. When you stop reacting, your mind settles and you can see life clearly again. A calm sigh left Imran's chest. Days passed. Imran tried hard to change. He took deep breaths. He walked away when tempted to shout. He practiced the monk's teachings. But old habits don't die easily. One day at the market, a shopkeeper tried to cheat him. Imran felt the familiar fire rising, his jaw tightening, hands clenching. But he closed his eyes and remembered. Step aside. Don't catch the dirt. Opening his eyes, he said calmly, I'll buy from someone honest. He walked away. For the first time in years, the storm inside him didn't win. That night, he slept peacefully, like a child. But life always tests those who change. One morning, a group of young men mocked him. Look, the angry man has become a saint. Imran felt the old fire spark again. His breath quickened. But then the monk's voice echoed in his mind. When you react, you give your power away. He smiled gently and said, You're right. I used to get angry, but now I choose calm. The boys were stunned. How can you stay calm when we insult you? They asked. Imran replied, When someone offers poison, you don't have to drink it. Silence filled the air. The boys had no answer. Weeks passed. Sarah saw a new Imran. Peaceful, thoughtful, smiling. One morning, Imran visited the monk again. Master, I learned something. People were never disturbing my peace. It was my mind. Now I choose peace instead of pain. The monk laughed gently. When the storm realizes it can't chase you anymore, it stops chasing you. Years later, Imran became known as the calmest man in the village. Whenever someone struggled, they came to him for guidance. He always said, You cannot control people, but you can control your reaction. That is true strength. We cannot stop people from talking. We cannot stop problems from coming. But we can stop giving them the power to break our peace. Every reaction is a choice. And every moment of calm makes you stronger. So, next time someone tries to disturb your peace, smile quietly and remember, I won't catch the dirt. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs calm today. And don't forget to subscribe to Life Lesson Chapters for more peaceful, inspiring, life-changing stories.